as the Packers get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run with a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 47-yard.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Packers. 1st and 10 at the 20.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Jared Wilson.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Jones. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check, 47. You can't block me.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Alexander.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down Packers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14. Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Minshew.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, Charlie.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On 1st down, Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Packers 21, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now with Robinson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Robinson, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finding Keelan Cole. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 33 yards that time.
1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole.
Minshew.
7 yards the pickup there.
Keelan Cole. It's a gain of 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Jaguar 1st down.
On the run, it's Robinson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. And Lambeau will put this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's
Greatest
the
show on
Jones
earth,
hit
baby.
and the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
To pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 28, Jaguars 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Got 26. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught left side by Hilton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hey, you block over here.
On play action. Now Rodgers. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes... And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards.
49-yard gain on the play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. Robinson about 3 yards there to the 27.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Intended for number 34. Incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. For the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. This is Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And some room to work. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, 88. Check back 47. Check back 47. Too little, cut. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. You don't want none. You don't get it.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Landon Collins.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Minshew. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st down, Jaguars.
Now Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Minshew sets to throw.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Jacksonville.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Complete.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line. Today's final score, Packers 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now.